Hey guys, welcome back to Zakari Hikari. My name is Zach, and here we discuss everything related to manifestation, conscious manifestation, higher consciousness, Neville Goddard, the law of assumption, all that good stuff. Before I start, if you guys want to work with me, all my information is down below. You guys have been amazing, and I just wanted to hop on here today. First of all, we got our Dragon Ball shirt on today. And I was kind of inspired to throw on this shirt for a reason, because I was actually going to film a completely different video today. I got another comment right before I started filming, and it said, Zach, can you do a video on how to manifest multiple desires at once? And I've gotten several comments over the last couple of days of people asking me to make this video. So I thought, you know what, I'll put the other video on hold. I'll give the people what they want, and just kind of jump into it with you guys and talk about it a little bit. Now, I plan to, and I keep putting off, but I want to do a video on my manifestation journey and how I manifested having a house in Japan, my life in Japan, a job in Japan, studying abroad in Japan, money in Japan, flexible schedule in Japan, everything. Because I've kind of manifested my entire dream life in my dream country since I was a child, and I'm literally living the dream right now. But that video is going to be a lot longer, and I actually need to kind of plan out, you know, what topics and the flow of it and everything. So I'm going to save that and try to do it this weekend. I have another video I'm planning to do, and we filmed a special video last week that is going through the editing process over the next couple weeks. So that'll all be coming to you soon. So, guys, I want you to remember, like, what does the word manifest even mean? I don't even think people understand it. I think it's been so kind of oversaturated in this market of people trying to kind of hack the secret and hack things as far as like the law of attraction that we forget. All manifestation means is to make seen. You're literally making the invisible, unseen, quantum, possible realities seen through your focused awareness. That's all you're ever doing. So you're not manifesting multiple things. You're not drawing multiple things to you. You are asking yourself, okay, where do I want to put my awareness as far as the life I want to live? What does that life look like? And it doesn't mean you have to know every single thing right away. You don't have to have a set, complete roadmap of every aspect of your life. But you have to remember, any shift in awareness is a total shift in awareness. So if you're shifting your awareness on one aspect of your life, but the other aspect is remaining on the unwanted realities or the undesired realities, because there's no such thing as a good or bad reality. To consciousness, everything is just all the same importance, same thing. It's just quantum light particles. But if you are wanting something and your awareness is currently on all these other things, and you want everything, let's say you want money, you want a relationship, you want the career, you want the freedom, you want the travel, you want the this, you want the that, go into, you embody the version of yourself who has it. Whatever way you want to do that, whatever way you want to do it with your imagination, right? Usually what happens is people have very good self-concepts, or they have a very good, awareness around certain things in their life where they don't have what people call resistance. And resistance sounds like another big oversaturated word, but all resistance is it's trying to put your awareness on something where your awareness has been on not having it for so long. That's literally all it is. Like, it's not this big out there thing working against you and you have to fight against reality to make reality conform to what you want. It just literally means you have been aware for so long of being or identifying with a reality or identifying with the world in a way that doesn't give you certain things that you want. So you might have a really, shitty assumptions about money, but you might have excellent assumptions about love, relationships, and yourself being worthy in love, right? Or you might have really good relationships about love, but you have really bad relationships about health, or assumptions about health, right? Like it's just, what are your assumptions? And again, the whole thing, if you were to work with a coach, if you were to work with me, I would just find out, okay, this is what you've been thinking. This is the story you're telling. We choose a new story. We choose new paths. Done. There we go. And it's not really a new past, because all past, everything's existing right now. It's just, where is your focus and what are you identifying with right now? What are you choosing right now? That's it. So manifesting multiple things, you're not really manifesting multiple things, guys. You're manifesting everything. Everything is a projection of your consciousness. All of it. You are literally in your own little reality bubble, and your awareness of consciousness is what's creating your entire world projected out. I am living proof of this. And when I get to my video, you guys will see how I managed to do it before I even understood what manifestation really was. But the bridge of incidents that brought me to several of these things always seemed like it was working against me or it wasn't going to happen. But I, without knowing that I was manifesting it, I still held on to my dream. I still held on to my goal because that's what I wanted. And honestly, it was fun. I felt like I was adventuring in, the land of the rising sun and making my dreams come true. And now I've been here for over 11 years and I still love my life here. But I want you guys to remember, it's not when you're saying, okay, how do we manifest multiple things? The implication of that question is that you're still trying to attract or get things from out there. And if you've watched any of my videos, that's not what I teach. I don't teach about the energy and the having to attract and get into a certain vibration. All it is awareness. That's all you need to know. You put yourself as awareness at the center of your reality. That's it. You start telling yourself you're the center of reality. You understand that you're the center of reality and you make it about choosing. And when you start choosing, you start asking yourself, okay, what is it that I want in my life? What does my current life even look like? If you don't want to work with a coach, just ask yourself, what does my life look like? And what are the assumptions? Trace it back, go backwards. What are the assumptions that created this mess in the first place? Okay, now that I've identified the mess that I created in the first place, let me choose again. I've always been this person. I've always been that person. I've always been this person. I've always had this memory. I've always been thinking this. This has always been working out for me. Everything's always working out for me. I'm the number one. Everything is you. Like, you're not attracting, you're not manifesting, you don't sit there and have to do a bunch of affirmations. Now, yeah, a routine is helpful because a routine gets you in the constant practice at least once, twice, 3 times a day of sitting down and putting your focused awareness on the reality that you want to have. That's what a routine is for, okay? But you're not sitting there hammering out affirmations trying to get something to work or trying to get something, because then you're fighting against a reality in the current reality where you don't have that thing. And if you remember that all realities exist, every reality exists right now, then you're not changing any reality. It's when you start changing or trying to fight against an existing reality that you're currently on, you just get yourself more stuck. But you need to first understand, what reality are you embodying right now? Because your current reality is coming from your current assumptions. And if you're trying to manifest multiple things, then you need to start focusing and looking at your awareness in multiple areas of your life. Every single piece of your awareness is reflected in your life. And the reason why we seem to have this continuity in life and we seem to be kind of stuck in a reality that doesn't seem to change drastically is because you are so aware. Like, you've been thinking this with this awareness, with these thoughts, with this state of consciousness for so long that it tends to have a little bit of like a continuity to it. So when you start changing things and you start letting go of the belief in time and understand that the time is really coming out of you, you start letting go of the importance of things and start going to your imagination to give you everything that you want. You start valuing the power of your imagination more than you're valuing the physical actions of trying to get things done. That's when you start to see these drastic changes in the areas of your life that you want. And what happens usually is you might see a drastic change first and another one might take longer. And then usually what my clients say is, well, everything's going great in my life except for this. Usually it's SP related or it's money related or whatever. And then once they stick with it and they start actually identifying and then keep going back to that version, that's when they see the massive changes in every area of their life, because it's always coming out of you and it's always coming out of the awareness that you've been aware of your entire life. And if you don't know what that is, then you need to sit down and figure it out. I can help you with that. That's basically what I do. But you need to remember, it's not the manifestation, and I really am reluctant to use that word. It's a buzzword. Obviously it gets the message out there, so I'm going to continue to use it in my videos because you can't really get away from it. But manifestation is not really about like getting something. It's not about doing these processes to get something right now, okay? It's about keeping your awareness within the center and understanding that everything is being projected outside of you and you are embodying different realities from moment to moment based on your continual and absolute awareness, okay? You have a thought, you identify with that thought, you then give that thought power, then you are then in that reality right now, okay? I hope that this is like making sense to you. I mean, this works for any aspect of your life, and it works for any aspect of other people in their lives, because everyone is you pushed out really just means, again, everybody is their own individual point of consciousness, and the versions of people who are reflecting back to you, you are choosing through that awareness. But that's not just about people. That's about situations. That's about events. That's about money. That's about health, love, wealth, career, everything. Everything's always coming out of you. But the thing is that everybody usually buys so much into the illusion and so much into the 3D, persona of who they are or who they think they are, that they find it so wholly impossible to change. And that's where you get the whole placing things on a pedestal and putting it above you, because you're not really understanding that you are the center of your reality. You're putting yourself as, I am Zach. I am this 3D human Zach, and I'm trying to go from this identity to this identity through force, through effort, through action. And when you do that, you rarely get there, because you have to go there in consciousness first, and then all your actions are inspired. Everything you do becomes inspired. Everything you don't do becomes inspired, because you stop giving a fuck about having to get things done, or again, choke reality, the reality chicken by the neck trying to get an egg out, and you start understanding, oh, it's kind of like a light touch. Oh, I'm kind of just enjoying reality now. I'm floating along. I'm the one who's in control of, or in direction of, my consciousness onto the things that I want. Oh, that's interesting. It's always been me. Oh, okay. So you mean I don't have to put all this importance on these things because I am reality? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Let's start living life and having fun. Like, some of you guys are so, and my heart goes out to you, because we've all been there, right? We've all been there, whether it's a breakup or it's a job situation or a money situation or a health situation, whatever it might be, we've all been there. But when you look at the movie and you're in the movie and you're forgetting that you're the actor in the movie, but not only are you the actor, you're the script writer, you're the director, you're the cameraman, you're the wardrobist. Is that, I don't even know if that's a word, but the person who does wardrobe, you're the makeup artist, you're all of it. You are playing all the parts. You are the screen on which the film is projecting. You're the literal light of projection. But that light is creating all of it, and it's all coming out of you. So any shift in awareness is a total shift in awareness. But what usually happens again is that people are trying to be aware of something new, but they're still aware of who they've been. And when you're aware of who you've been, subconsciously, not even understanding or realizing that you're aware of that, and you don't bring it to the light of awareness and take effort daily to choose again, I die daily, then what's going to happen is you're going to keep reflecting out and keep occupying very similar realities that look very similar to the ones that came before it. And then you're going to get stressed, and then you're going to wear yourself out, and then you're going to say, this manifestation shit doesn't work. I tried manifestation, it doesn't work. I've been in this cycle, and I've been affirming, and I've been imagining, I've been doing, but nothing's changing. Okay? And that's the thing. It can't change because you're not really changing. You're trying to change yourself. You're trying to look at one individual version of yourself and change it, rather than realizing that creation is finished. Every version of you is already done. It's already perfect. It's not about improving any one version, right? You're not playing whack-a-mole trying to hit all these versions down over the head and then like re-sculpt it into something new. You're just saying, okay, this version has every right to exist because all versions of me exist. So I no longer prefer this version. I'm not going to put my awareness on this version anymore. I'm going to allow that version to exist. I'm going to allow that version to be there. Okay, I understand what that version was. I understand why I believe on that version. I'm going to choose again. If I was that version before, what would that version in the past have looked like? What would be something that I would have experienced? I'm going to saturate my awareness with that and then go forward. And then what's going to make it really easy is because now that you've always been that version, it's going to feel more natural for you to be that version now and to occupy the reality that you hope for in the future, which isn't really the future, it's now, because it's just the now moment. Everything is the now moment. Okay? I'm pretty sure I'm making sense here. I'm just kind of talking at this point because this is what I want you guys to kind of understand it. When you're asking, how do I manifest multiple things? That's already kind of a flawed concept. It's coming from a flawed understanding of how this law, how reality creation, which isn't really creating anything. I mean, it's created through the desire and the having of it in the 3D space, but It's missing the fact that creation is already finished and you're just choosing through awareness. And you're not manifesting, you're not efforting, you're not trying to change or get or attract. You're just shifting your awareness, your focused awareness, your conscious awareness onto already being that person now and having already been that person then. That's why Neville's technique, I remember when, works so well, because it's in the implication of the technique. That's a very powerful technique, but I come from the concept that all techniques are powerful because it's just imagination. Like, if you can use your imagination in a way that you are consciously creating or choosing or whatever right now, then it's always powerful, because everything in imagination is powerful. You could literally sit there and imagine that you turn into a superhero, and that superhero has manifesting powers, and that would be a technique. Like, any technique works. See my hero state video. Someone asked for a hero state part 2, which is something else that I'm adding to the list. I have so many that I need to add, and yeah, it's been crazy, because I'm the single person on the team right now in my day job, and all of a sudden every client in the world wants my attention. I mean, everyone wants my attention in both worlds right now, and I'm kind of being torn between the two. And obviously this is what I enjoy much more, but right now, I'm just surfing the wave and enjoying both, because that's what life is. It's not so serious, guys. It's where is your awareness and where is your focus, and then you just enjoy. You do things you love. You don't put your focus all day and sit there and shut yourself in a room and like cut yourself off from society and just affirm all day and imagine all day. It's like you set it and forget it. If you buy something off Amazon, do you get afraid that the Amazon package is not going to show up? And if you do, it won't. I've experienced that myself before. But if you are sitting there and you're like, oh my God, it's not going to come, it's not going to come, it's not going to come. And then you're like, oh shit, it doesn't come. Because it's literally the same thing. Like, you imagine it, you choose it, and then you set the intention, which is the intention of having it or living it or embodying it, and then you just let it go. You let it go, right? The reason I wore the Dragon Ball shirt is because, it's adorable. I got it at Uniqlo in Japan. Obviously, I don't know why I just said in Japan, but I got it at Uniqlo down the street. They have a Dragon Ball like collab thing going on right now. And the whole point of Dragon Ball is they get the 7 Dragon Balls, and then they're allowed to make, I think it's 1 wish or 3 wishes. I think it's 1 wish. I can't remember. Correct me in the comments. I know somebody's going to, but I don't know why that's eluding me. I'm almost positive it's 1 wish, but somehow I think it might be 3 wishes. But it's the same concept, right? They use their wish, their Dragon Balls, they gather them around, and then they put their awareness on 1 wish, and that's the reality that they then go to no matter what it is. I think that there's like I think there's a rule for the Dragon Ball wishes. I don't think there's many, but again, leave it in the comments. I watched Dragon Ball a lot as a kid, and then I was never a Dragon Ball Z kid. I was a Dragon Ball, like the first series, and then One Piece and a bunch of other anime. But it's that's what it is, guys. It's your awareness. You need to kind of drop the word manifesting, unless you understand that it just means to make the unseen seen. And the unseen remains unseen until it's seen. That's why people say there's always movement. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, because it's always shifting. It's always changing. It's always working in your favor around who you want to be now. So you need to take your awareness and put it there now, and then set it, place the order, forget it, and go about your business, go about your day, right? Like that's what it is. And then you need to start catching yourself when your awareness or you're aware of the opposite again. You stop it, you bring back the awareness again, you go back again. It's a continual. I've said this before. I said this in one of my first videos. It's a forgetting, remembering, forgetting, remembering, forgetting, remembering. And then you all of a sudden get what you want, and you're living your 3D, the best 3D life possible. And then you forget again, or something goes to shit, or you see the opposite, and then you fall right back for the illusion again, and then you have to stop and wake yourself up again and go back, and that's fine. And that doesn't always happen to everybody, but once you step into and realize that you are the center of your awareness, which means you're the center of your world, you're not asking about how to manifest multiple things. You just start manifesting everything, because it's all your awareness, and you're putting your awareness on having everything now. That's it. Like, this is so simple. It's not some magic trick, guys. It's not some, like, you have to do this technique, and I see all these fucking YouTube videos that come up on my feed, and I just say, don't recommend channel, don't recommend channel, don't recommend channel, because it's all these clickbait titles of people saying, oh, manifest overnight, and do this to manifest instantly, and blah, 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 blah. Any Shift in awareness is an instant manifestation because you instantly go to that reality now in awareness. How long it takes for that 3D to arrange is not up to you. It's definitely up to your belief in time. If you believe that you shift instantly, you'll shift instantly, but you still can't control the way the 3D particles are necessarily going to rearrange and collapse and go into there, okay? But in the fact that when you're trying to and you're saying, I want it now, I want it now, I want it now, you're still keeping it away from you. You have to learn that this is like a light touch. You set it, you forget it, and you go about your way, okay? If you guys need help with figuring out where your awareness is and where your awareness has been and why your life is reflecting the way it is, all my information is down below. Feel free to work with me. I've been a lot more flexible with my schedule recently, so I have more openings, and if you guys need help, I can move things around and we'll figure it out. But please, hit me up there. Email coaching responses. I don't know when this is coming out, so it's coming out this weekend. So probably I'll have finished them by the time this video comes out. But again, they're always coming in, so they're always going to be a little bit backed up just based on my schedule. But again, if you guys want to work with me, all the info's there. I love you guys, and yeah, I'm going to be filming a few bigger videos this weekend. One of which, hopefully this weekend, I'm waiting for a prop to come in without giving anything away, but it's going to be a really fun video, which is going to be a little bit, again, somewhat different than what I've done before, but it's something I've been wanting to do for eons now, and I think you guys are going to like it. So anyways, all right, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.